It's another day in quarantine. But luckily this morning I woke up with the motivation to continue chasing my newly rekindled obsession with physical strength. I want to build my version of a reverse hyper. And since I'm an unessential employee during this pandemic, I have time on my hands to create a custom attachment from a rack at home. The reverse hyper is a piece of equipment invented by Westside Barbell owner Louis Simmons. It's considered a great way to improve deadlift and squat numbers while keeping a low impact on the spine. And with a deadlift goal of 800 pounds before my next birthday, this piqued my interest. With the amount of force this thing will carry, I needed to fit my Fly Fitness half rack perfectly, so I started drawing it in Rhino. I searched through a handful of DIY builds on sites like Garage Gym Lab and YouTube to get an idea of the dimensions I would be working with, as well as materials other home gym owners have used. And after adding a few upgrades to a blend of my favorite builds, I drew this to fit a bunch of angle iron I found in the woods. This notch in the frame will not only allow the pendulum a full range of motion, but for total collapse and storage while not attached to the half rack. I use one piece of the notch I cut out to extend the frame enough to mount the pillow block bearings. I'll have to remove the welds afterwards so both the bearings and the base of the pad will lay flat. Now that the main part of the frame is done, I can add the extensions that the handles will attach to. I'm making the handles adjustable for friends and visitors to be able to use the Hyper along with me. I found this old frame that was used to hold a fiberglass satellite dish my parents had back in the 90s, so we could watch America's Funniest Home Videos and scare the hell out of me with the X-Files. Mulder and Scully gave me nightmares. Anyways, the square tubing will work perfectly, so I'm going to take it apart. Whoa. I'm going to attach these pieces a few inches under shoulder width so my arms can rest comfortably. I've read a few reviews of manufactured reverse hypers state that these pieces were too far apart for some people, so I made adjustment to my design.
And we need to do our part too. We all know people who are at risk, whether they're friends or family. Let's check in on them. Make sure they're okay. Thanks again, and just remember we'll all get through this together.
Mm-hmm.